Good morning. Welcome to the Opening Bell live stream with Terrence Ray, where I'm gonna give you market action all the way up until the opening bell, and I'll stay with you maybe for a little while afterwards if I see some good action and some good trades. So let's get right to it. Right now we're looking at gonna have pretty much a flat opening. You got the if I'm looking at you looking over here at my watch list. I have at the top, I have the VIX and the VIX futures. You see that forward slash. So right now with the VIX futures up, slightly, you got the VIX up 3%. So that lets you know volatility is going to be up or increasing as the market opens. So pretty much what does that mean? Equities should have be down. They're going to open down, slightly down. Got the ES futures down about 5 handles. Got the NASDAQ down 50 handles. Um, got the Dow actually up 19. And you got the Russell up, not even a whole handle, like 7 ticks. So basically, we're going to have a flat opening. Bonds are open. Bonds will be down a little bit at the open. You got the dollar index trending up. Excuse me. You got Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is down, but it's down very little. This is nothing for Bitcoin to be down 110. I don't know whether you would call this 110 basis points or, we're dealing with Bitcoin. But so the MBT is like the micro Bitcoin, but it's just it's a way to trade the Bitcoin and make it smaller. And so I got some headlines that I did want to go over. Certain things I wanted to touch on. Being is that we're gonna have a flat opening. I don't anticipate us having a whole lot of fireworks to start the market. So I did want to take a look at some things that was said, basically about some stocks. Beyond Meat was downgraded to underweight from neutral with a price target of $95, down from $120. Says the company's current all-channel retail momentum will lag consensus expectations, and food service consensus estimates may be high. So basically, they had a target of 120, and then they lowered that. This company lowered that price target to 95. So let's pull up Beyond Meat and let's take a look and see what the chart looked like. I do like to look at charts. That's kind of how I get a visual of what they said. So as you can see, just looking at the chart, without hearing that news, I can see why the price target was changed from, 120, which would have been, let's make it a little closer, which would have been like right around here. And they're going to say that it's going to go, they think it's going to go lower. Now it closed, Beyond Meat closed the market yesterday at 110.81. And right now, if you look up here where it says B and A, bid ask, it's going to open down about, we'll call it $3. It's trading around 107.96. So Beyond Meat is gonna open down about $3. So what you'll see is a gap, like right here. You're gonna see a gap down. Now, will it take out this low right here? Is probably the main question, because you can see down here on the RSI, it's kind of skating, like trading in a range. So kind of like almost like a downward wedge. Something like if I was going to draw a trend line, I would come to this low right here and maybe do something like this. And you can see it kind of just, I would like to see it, maybe come down here and then maybe do something, give me some kind of pattern to go up. I don't know if you want to get short here. It may not be a bad move to intraday trade, but being is that it's going to gap down $3 and the low is right here. Another thing I like to do is come check out the expected move. So it has an option expiration that's going to expire tomorrow on Friday. And from today to tomorrow, it's only expecting a $3.45 expected move. Now, this will change once you hear that bell go off and the market open. Then all of this will change a little bit. So I will be, we'll want to see what it's going to look like there. Let's go to the company profile. Now, this is something that is exclusive to Thinkorswim, as far as I know. Um, as you can see, the Trefis estimate, they had an estimate of 125 on here, right? And it's at 110. Now, what I just read to you was from another company that lowered its rating. So you would have to take that in consideration. You may say this may just have not been changed yet. Maybe they haven't updated theirs. But you can see this price target right here of 125 is $16 away from where it's at now. Now, if you're thinking long term about buying Beyond Meat, it's not a bad place to buy it. And you say, well, you just read what they said. You want to buy things when they're low. You want to buy them when they're low and sell them when they're high. That's what investing is. That's what trading is. You go to the store. That's what you want to do when you go to the store. You're looking for the deal. Right now, you can get Beyond Meat at a discount. So if it's something you want to buy and hold long term, it's definitely off of its. I want to say this is an all time high of 221. So you almost got you do have a 50% price cut. And let's say now, what if this is the low? And you got this gap. Once again, I like to use gaps. When you see these gaps in the market, I like to use these as support, right? So I would be looking for Beyond Meat to go higher. Maybe. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Let's look at the three. Now, when we go back and look at a 3-year daily, look what we get. You got this up move. And so I really do like this area right here. To see if you get some type of pattern, see if you get a bounce right here. But it's not a bad place to buy it. I wanted to bring that up just because they did get downgraded. A lot of times when you get an upgrade or a downgrade, you get a move in the market. Um, let's look at what else we got. We got Cisco. I think Cisco was, take a look at my notes. Cisco was upgraded to outperform. So let's take a look at Cisco. So we may get a bounce in Cisco. We got about 2 minutes before the opening bell. I don't like Cisco because I don't like this candle right here, this long wick. I don't like them when they wick like this. Um, yeah. When you get a wick like that, it's kind of hard for me to chart it. Even though I got an upgrade, I'll be honest with you, I like to see it down here if I want to try to get long. It got upgraded, and so normally you get an upgrade the next day. Let's see how it's going to open. It is going to open up about $1. It looks like it closed yesterday at $57.56. And you asking like, how can I tell where it's going to open? I'm looking at the bid ask, $58.15, 58.37. I'm taking the mid. So, but that's a 22 cent, you know, gap in bid ask, 11 cent up from the bid, about $58.26. So that's about what, 70 cent. So, it's going to open up about 70 cent. That ain't much of a gap. That's not much of a move at all. Let's take a look at, now let's watch and see how the futures market open. Once again, it got about 40 seconds before the opening bell. And then when the opening bell come, I will go over. I got Tesla I wanted to look at because with SpaceX, we're gonna take a look at AMC. We're gonna take a look at Moderna, and we'll take a look at Pfizer. I think some news came out about the booster shot. So we'll see how that affects Moderna when the opening bell comes open. So as you can see right here, I got the E-mini S&P 500, just a smaller version of the ES, right? So looking at this on the daily, this is a daily chart, and you can see when there's the bell, and you can see it's above my Wilder's smoothing moving average. So like the futures, you're pretty much not going to see gaps in the futures market because the futures market is running continuously. It was running overnight. The SPX, the option market for the S&P 500 just now open. So I'm going to click on that and go to that just so we can look. Now I did put a short call spread on in the SPX, and I really don't expect a lot today. I don't see the market moving a whole lot just because. Now I could be wrong because as looking at it right now, let's see. You look up here, you got a negative 28, so that means that the S&P 500 is down overall. You got 29 more stocks down. And if I look over here at my watch list, you look at FANG, you got Facebook down, you got Apple down, you got Amazon down, you have Google down, Microsoft is down, Tesla is down, Netflix is down. Now look, if you get the FANG stocks down, the market's not going up. Now that they could change throughout the day, but for the most part, when FANG is down, the market will be pretty much either down or flat. And you also have energy down, which XLE. The banks are up. Excuse me. You got JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Morgan Stanley. I like to look at the banks. So if the banks, so pretty much we got a flat because the banks are up and then FANG is down. So you pretty much got push and pull at the same time. And we're getting a little, for the most part, as the market's opening up, the only thing that's green out of the indices or the indexes is the Dow futures, which is up barely. So let's take a look. Looks like the S&P 500 is going to make a move up. I don't see any scalping opportunities. A lot of times I'll look at the opening. Let's see if I can find see if I can find a scalping opportunity. Like I might see some type of move. And a lot of times I come to a smaller time frame like this. I like to scalp futures when I'm going to do some scalping. But I just don't see, I really don't see anything that's, I don't like stuff like this. Long wicks. And these are what I call wicks. This is the body of the candlestick and then the wicks. These long wicks are hard to, they're hard to trade. So I don't really like to scalp those. Sometimes I come in and I take, 10, 15, 20 handles out of the market. So let's take a look. I got another screen up. I got more than one screen. So I do have a close eye on the S&P 500. So we'll go over some of my positions so I can look at my other screen and tell what the market is doing. We're going to do a little multitasking. So let's come over and look at my positions and let's see what I have on currently. Let's see. Right now you see I got this is an iron condor in the IWM, which is a neutral position for the most part. And you can tell that by coming over and looking at my delta. It's just a point negative 27, which is nothing. It's a neutral position, meaning I don't care what the market did. The market can go sideways. You can see the open position. I'm up like $12 on that position. So it can just go sideways, 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 and I'll close it. When I want to take profit on it, I do have a take profit level. So you can make money without the market doing anything. You don't care if the market goes up or down. You can make money that way. Let's see. Looking at the SPX, this is a credit spread. I do need the market to go down a little bit or not go past my the spot where I sold the credit spread. And this TLT position I put on, which in the bond market is a butterfly, right? So I'm gonna pull this position up and analyze it a little bit. Once again, the market isn't really moving a whole lot. It's not gonna. I can look and tell over here. I'm not getting big moves, so it's not gonna give me. It's not giving me an opportunity to really go in and do like anything quick, like scalp any options. I don't have any big moves, so that's why I'm pretty much just taking this time to go over some positions. And then if something comes up while I'm talking, then I'll come back to the market, and then I'm gonna go over a little forex too. So let's pull up that TLT position and then let you guys see what a butterfly is. And then I kind of give you my thinking on why I did it. I'm gonna go back to the daily. You see right here from the low of March, what is that? March 18th. You got this little up move. So what I did was I put my Fibonacci extensions on, and then I have take profit levels from there. You can see right here where it hit 100%, pull back. We got up here to the 1618, pull back, came back up to the 261, pull back. And then you got up into this area. My last take profit level is here. So when I seen this little green candle right here, I looked at the butterfly, but I didn't want to get in on the update. It pulled back. Like, you want to get long when the market is down. You want to be a contrarian. Well, at least I want to be. I want to buy when the market's down. I want to sell when the market's up. I want to go against what everyone else is doing. I'm naturally a contrarian. So that should tell you a lot about me. When everyone else is saying do something else, I'm literally doing the opposite. I'm not going with the crowd, because most of the time the crowd is wrong. So right here you can see this high. So what I did was, this is the level where I pinned my butterfly. Now I'm gonna go and show you on the analyze tab exactly. We'll go to the options tab and I'll show you and let you see what it looks like. Right here, you can see, let's go. I think I did it right here with 29 days left. I pinned my calls right here at 154. So I sold 2 of these, and then I bought one here and bought one here and put wings on it. So what I want, and the market is right here right now. So long as the market goes up into this range, I will make money. And as time goes along, so that when you buy a naked call, time is against you, right? This right here actually is a positive theta setup, the way I set it up. And we can go to which means I'm getting paid for time. If you look over here at the theta, it has a positive theta. It's very small, but at least I'm not losing money like buying a decaying asset. So the way I have it set up, I just want to see the market. It can drift up. I just need, in 29 days, I just need it to be somewhere in here and I'll make money. Now let's go to the analyze tab where it will show you that. So let's clear all this out. Let's reset this, because the only thing I want to show is the butterfly, and you can see it right here. I think what date does it expire? Because I want to make sure. You can see right here, 2 shorts, 1 long, 1 long, and you can see the actual trade right here, right? So it expires on October 15th. So let's go to, you want to come up here and set your date a day after the expiration, right? I'm going to set the slices. Now look, everybody can't come on Thinkorswim and do this. So I'm showing you guys how to actually walk through how to analyze something and look at the trade and break it down. Like, how do you make money? You can do this on any option. And, on the best platforms, they have this technology. You can see right here, here are my wings, and you can see where I want the market to go. And actually, which I'm not going to hold it. And if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see where it is by expiration. Like, if I was to pin this, something that I think I paid like 80 something bucks for it, $86, I think. I could make 305 out of it, which I ain't even trying to make I'm not going to hold it to expiration. It's very hard to pin the center of the butterfly at expiration. But if it, let's say it says 916, so if it made an up move, which I doubt, the bonds will move that fast, I could make, $30 on it today. But the longer it takes, I'm gonna come up here and go to click in this box which says expiration, click on day step, click on +4. So what I'm doing is I added different timelines to the butterfly, right? So if it makes it here today, I would make right where it says see $34. If it goes out in time, it takes longer to get there. By September 23rd, you make $44. If it gets there by September 30th and you close it out and it's in that range, you make $62. By October 7th, if it's in at 95. So you see time is on your side the way I set this butterfly up. I just need to be right directionally. If it doesn't go up, let's say the bonds were to go down, then my analysis will be wrong and I will lose what I paid for the butterfly. This particular trade, because I bought it, it was a debit. I can only lose what I paid for it. I can't lose anything more than that. Now, I still do have, I can be exercised if I was, but once it runs through my actual center spot, I will close it no matter what time it is. I'm getting out of it once it hits right within this range. I won't hold it because I actually think that it can go through it and continue to go higher. As long as the Fed is in the bond market, then I won't look to, I'm not going to short them. And I'm actually long the bonds in my long-term portfolio as well. So I did say I wanted to go over Moderna. As you can see, when we first came on the opening bell, I said that I think today would be a kind of slow day. And you can look and see we're not getting a whole lot of action, just a little back and forth action. These are the best days to have sold some options. Excuse me. You want to sell options, because when you sell options, you have your positive theta. So that means you don't care if the market moves up or down. A lot of times a lot of people think they can only make money if the market goes up. I actually think it's easier to trade a market that is trending sideways, because you don't have to be right directionally. Now let's look. I do see, it does look like, because you got the Russell moving down, and now I see the S&P 500 starting to move down a little bit. So I just dropped down to the hourly candle. Let's go to the 5-minute and let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute. Yeah, I still don't I'm not in love with the way this looks. No clear move to make here. I need I like a clear pattern. Let's look at the Russell. See if it's something. Yeah, it's not something that I want to, scalp in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin on the chart. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I don't see Bitcoin actually is over the Wilder's smoothing moving average. So a lot of times when I get a big green candle like that, you could get an up move. Let's see. What I did was I pulled up the full contract of Bitcoin. And here go that gap right here. You can see where it came into this area. Now it's back. If I extend this area, why you do that? If I extend this area, you can see that it's right back in that area again. All right. What I would like to see is for it to come up, break out, come back down, and then go up again. You want to see it retest the area that it breaks through. Kind of like this right here. You see it gap down, but then it came back into the area where it gapped. That's what you call a retest. This would be a retest of resistance and technical analysis. So it came and got you got these wicks, gap down, retested the gap, and then took off. So that's how I kind of like to trade these. Some people will trade straight through the like it. If it like you get this gap right here, some people just get short. Like as soon as you get this candle right here and it gaps through, some people get short on this day or the next day, and which is possible. You could have sold something, sold a call. Um, well, actually, I don't think you can trade options on Bitcoin yet, which is another thing. At least here in the States, anyway. So once they open up where you can get short against it, we'll really be able to see if it's gonna be able to hold up. I did say I want to talk about Tesla. So Tesla, according to my notes, I got some notes. SpaceX successfully launched 4 civilians in the space Wednesday evening in the first space flight staffed wholly by commercial astronauts, which is not a government backed crew to orbit Earth. The aerospace company run by Elon Musk launched a crew of inspiration from NASA's Kennedy Space Center shortly after 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. The mission will take the 4 astronauts 360 miles from Earth for at least 3 days before they splash down in one of several spots off the Florida coast. It doesn't seem like that news bolstered the stock any. You can see I got like a little, I guess you could call this an ascending triangle. You can see where it was wide right here and it's coming to a point. You see Tesla coming up against what I would call some resistance, this high right here. So we'll see what happens. It's not something that I'm interested in getting long in. I did want to talk about AMC has some news, but let's take a look at the AMC chart. AMC says AMC CEO, I guess that's pronounced Iran or Aaron, said yesterday that AMC theaters will accept Bitcoin for online ticket and concession payments and similarly accept other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Um, so they're basically gonna take crypto. They don't let you use crypto. I think at this point, the CEO is definitely he knows uh, who his audience is for the most part. He understands that what is considered a so-called quote meme stock unquote, um, and that he's in a lot of day trader forums. What a stock is. So I think that's something more to placate, Wall Street bets or whatnot. I don't know how. We'll see. They said they're gonna take cryptocurrencies, and I guess it says Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So I guess it's gonna take all of them. I don't know how you value which one over the other, and I don't really know. Most of the majority of the people I know still don't understand crypto. And even if you say pretend you do, you don't. Because I remember when it first came out, they was like, "Oh, this is a way to, you know, get off of paper fiat money, and they can't trace it and all this, and they trace it all. They can track it all, and they get ready to tax the crap out of you the same way, just like they do all the other money. So I at that point, then what's the point of it? I don't know. We'll see. I think that the technology like Ethereum is real. I just don't know about all these different coins and you know, which one is gonna actually be something. I think in some instances we're all playing the greater fool. You don't want to be caught holding the bag last. So you make a little money, make a little money. Now AMC stock, you can look over here. You can see I got it charted. I got my Fibonacci extension on, and I got it actually taking, making new highs. So yeah, I think let me put a MACD up. But see, looking at my MACD, which is my moving average, convergence, divergence, you see right here as it looks like it's losing momentum. And so I don't like to get long anything when the momentum of the stock is going down. And that's what it looks like. But that doesn't mean that it still can't go up. So as far as like trading it, if you want to own it long term, you don't care about that. The people that's hodling it, they don't care about it, what it looks like over a couple of days. They holding it for the long term. I want to take a look at Moderna. Moderna does look like I'm gonna take that off and let's see what you got. I don't know. I like to let's draw a trend line here through this bottom. Let's put one. I don't know if you put one here or not. And let's see. And see what happens. Is it gonna, break up through here? Who knows? According to I got some notes here. It says Moderna said a study of breakthrough COVID-19 cases among vaccinated individuals supports the need for a booster shot. Moderna identified 88 breakthrough COVID cases among 11,431 people vaccinated between December 2020 and March 2021, but 162 cases in the group who got their shots between July and October of last year. So pretty much that's the news. It's just giving, and this email comes to my email every day, just giving me news action. It's not making a statement either or. It's just saying that some numbers came out. That's just to me, that's neutral for the stock. It does say that the FDA has decided not to take a stand on the efficacy of a booster shot from Pfizer, as the agency says it doesn't have enough data to make a decision, and that it's only seen an observational study in Israel. So the FDA they're not ruling on the booster shot right now. So let's take a look at Pfizer and see if that affected, if that's something, if that's a buyer's opportunity or a seller's. You can see right here where my level was hit, and you see it come up where it hit my last level, and we got a down move. But I don't see, based upon that news to me doesn't affect this stock at all. I don't know if I think this to me would be a nice support. They got a little gap right here. This is not a bad level if you like Pfizer and it's a market look like it's taking a dive right now. Well, that's okay because I got negative delta. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. So this might not be a bad level if you want to get long Pfizer. Now Pfizer, I do think so for the long term, like long term investors, people who want to hold this stock. Moderna does pay a dividend, a quarterly dividend. See, it says dividend frequency. It has a Q, so it lets you know it pays a dividend every quarter, every 3 months. Has a 39-cent dividend. So that's not bad for a $44 stock. So basically, you can buy Pfizer and you can hold the stock and collect dividends on it. That's not a bad, you know, if you're saying, I'm willing to sit through whatever turmoil because you think that, Pfizer is going to be, leading as far as medicine and, with vaccines and this, that, and the third. It's not a bad play if you want to own it. And the option market has liquid options. I'm looking at the monthly in October, got tight bid ask spreads. Let's look at the IV rank is 19. So I don't know if you want. I like the IV rank in equities to be up around 30 for me to sell some premium. let's go look at the we got a little down move going in over here in the see, this is pretty good right here. Now, what I would like to see, let's let's put this up. I want to see. I like to look at the MACD because I like to see. I want to see it be down, like it is down. Now, what I also want to see is a pullback and give me a flag. Now, if I get a flag here, I'll trade this. I'll trade this live. I don't mind throwing a couple bucks out there. I'm gonna throw a couple bucks out there. What I want to see is a pullback, right? So let's see. I want to pull back into a Fibonacci zone. So I need a pullback into here to into here. If I can get that pullback into there, into this region, and then come down and flag, then you can get short. But that would take some time. Maybe I'll come back on. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then and what'll happen is if I do get into this trade, I come back. If it look like it's gonna do it within the next, hour or so, I might come back on and do it live. I'm gonna start doing this little opening bell live stream. Try to do it on a regular basis. So you can check me back out tomorrow, and then I'll be able to give you commentary all through what's going on in the market. Right now, as I'm leaving you, we got a pretty much a down market. I still don't think this is much to do about nothing. If I'm looking at the SPX on a daily, this is what it looks like. But we'll see. We'll see what, some news could be going on that I don't see right now. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show this morning. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button because that helps me out. And with that, and leave comments in the comment section, things you want to see, stocks that you want to see me go over. I'll chart them up if that's what you want. Any stock, it doesn't even matter. Penny stock, I don't care what it is. I'll research it and then I'll come on here and I'll do a video. And with that being said, I appreciate you. Peace.